You are live.
Hey guys, welcome back to my podcast. Today I have a very special guest, Patrick Mahomes. How are you getting on, Aaron?
Well, I'm doing well. It's a pleasure to be on your podcast. I mean, what episode is this? I just had.
This podcast is called The Card Show because I host a card show, so I just thought that'd be a really cool name. But
Smart. I like
yeah,
it.
I think we're just gonna have a wee chat, yeah? Just a wee chat about what's going on, yeah?
Yeah, just a wee chat about what's going on. I love it. I love the fact that you host card shows and you have a card show podcast.
Yeah.
It's genius.
But nah, thanks for having me. This is my podcast.
Yeah, if that's not the best intro ever, I don't know what it is. I got introduced into my own podcast as a special guest on my own podcast. That's amazing. But no, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on yet again. Another friendly face on the pod, and it always goes well. People are always intrigued what goes on. I don't want to say it's the most underrated show, I think that's disrespectful, but I think it's a show that people didn't expect to be as major as it is.
I think that's fair, yeah. I think definitely one of the faster growing events, but I also think that might just be because the hobby has grown quite a lot over the last few years. So I guess other events and my event has just kind of grown with it. Like if you look at like 2020, maybe when these card shows started popping up, I think you would look at an event of like 500 people and be like, whoa, that's crazy. And then now you got events popping up for the first time and getting thousands, and that I think that is just due to the popularity has gone crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I think that there's not many shows that, even in Europe, I'd probably go so far as say it, that have the same sort of level of consistency and sort of excitement vibe. It's always been a case that Scotland in particular showing up for whether it was the Glasgow show, whether it was the Edinburgh show, it's obviously turned to the Scotland card show. Like, it was just a great scene to see that Scotland represented for itself, and was saying like that we're here for the hobby, this is our hobby too, sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's come down to having it that annual event. That's always been important for the Scotland show, is making sure it's that one time a year where everyone from UK, Europe, USA, and all that visit Scotland. It's in Glasgow. I think the SEC is kind of the home of the Scotland Card Show now. It's a great venue, but I hope people, when they do visit the show, they can go visit, like yourself, go to Edinburgh, go up to Loch Lomond, even go up to the Highlands and just kind of enjoy the country as well. So I hope that's what people get to do.
Okay, you're on the travel board, you. Hey, look at this guy.
I know. I'm trying. I actually did like email Visit Scotland, being like, "Oh, how can we like work together and stuff?"
Look at this guy after that commission. I tell you, look at him. After that commission, I love it. Every hotel, he's got a code for you. Hit him up. He's got a code for hotels all around Scotland, where it is.
I'm just recommending the one hotel because that's the only one that replied to me. So.
But no, let's go back to that first show. And were you expecting the love you received? Because that was the most love show.
I am definitely the most least experienced event manager at that time. I was like, for people listening, I was a full-time school teacher for Edinburgh Council. I hired out this new little venue in Glasgow, and I put it all on social media like Instagram, Facebook, and I was like, "Oh, everyone come to Glasgow!" And people like Third Down, like P Commando and Showdex, and all MGC, all kind of supported it, and that was like amazing. And I'm always thankful for their support from day one. And people. It was that morning when I wasn't even ready setup wise. I had you and Jamie helping me take away the big stage that wasn't supposed to be there and all that. And the queue was like going down to the main road. It was crazy. And we couldn't fit everyone. Yeah. Health and safety are like on it now, but man, that was a shock. And I think after that event, we were really onto something, and then the feedback was amazing. And also remember, that day was like 30 degrees as well.
Serious. Yeah, that
But
was. I didn't know Scotland had something like that.
yeah, and I think after that, the demand for a Scottish event of that kind of trading card and collectibles, that was kind of the what do you call it?
So the tipping point to take it
Aye,
over.
yeah, that was it,
The
and
spark. The spark. I think it was the spark.
yeah,
Like that. Yeah.
and then the plan was to kind of go around Scotland. And then we did Edinburgh, and Edinburgh ended up being a 2-day event.
Yeah.
And again, that was kind of just a bigger space, but the same kind of capacity for each day, which I think people appreciated as well. And then it was that big jump to the SEC, which is kind of the main convention center in Scotland. That I think as soon as we ended up going there and we filled it, I think that was just kind of that breakout event. Really, I think it was a big shock to me, and I think the vendors that were there in that little Glasgow one 2 years ago, then they saw that, and then at the end of this month is just the same with an extra hall in 2 days. So yeah, the growth has been crazy. It's fast.
Did you ever envision that? Like when before you put on the first show, do you ever think this is the way we can get to?
Dude, I literally finished that day and then I went to work on the Monday, just back to my normal job. And I just thought maybe we'll do it again in that same venue next year. But yeah, and now we're here. Now I'm on your podcast and we've made it.
Get a T-shirt saying "Mum, I've made it." Huh? I've made it. So what made you initially start that first show? Like what was it you think? Right, I'm gonna put it on for Glasgow, for Scotland. Like what's made you do that?
You know, I enjoyed going to like Comic Cons and stuff. And then it was over lockdown, the kind of trading card. It was like the Logan Paul kind of boom, watching the YouTube videos, and then I was like collecting Pokemon, and then I got into the football. And I think it was just I made that like collector Instagram, like everyone does. They always just make that Instagram with the weird handle. Mine was Mew, as in the Pokemon collector. That was my social media handle. And then I was like joining people's like raffles and rips and all that. And then yeah, it was just kind of like book a little venue for like a meetup in Glasgow. And because I had some people on the Instagram from like Scotland and stuff. And then I started plastering it all over Instagram. That was when like social media felt easy, but now I feel like social media is even harder now. But and then yeah, I think it was about 300 people turned up that day. Yeah, it was just crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because again, I was going there expecting obviously seeing the venue prior.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it's gonna be a good little small local show, and I went there and I was like, I remember still outside before. This is like maybe an hour before it was opening. I always get to queue early because I was and then I was like, the queue was down the road already, and I was like, where to stop? So I was in McDonald's. I come at McDonald's thinking plenty of time. So I was like, I wasted a lot of time. Like, no, it's not an hour. And I was like, this is crazy. And I also, saw the stage open. Obviously, that's where MGC was going to be, wasn't it? So clearing that out, and I was just like, this is crazy. But there's a lot of hype. I did obviously before shows to try and do like little meetups and whatnot. We had obviously like Trotters, MGC. Other people coming. Obviously, you came down with your friends, and it was like just the vibe already was already there that Friday night. It was like I was like something's. It felt in the air. I just felt something like it was going to be special.
I think I've felt that too, and I think that was down to all the guys making the trip up from like Manchester and London and stuff. I think like having MGC there like was a big deal, and it is a big deal to have a company like that there. And I did when I originally started it, I messaged all these people, I emailed them, but I didn't hear anything back until maybe 3 months later. So originally I thought it was just going to be like literally your wee Steven selling his Pokemon cards, which was what it was supposed to be, and then it kind of turned into like businesses like P Commando and like Third Down and all that kind of supporting it. So yeah, I remember Showdex, who does the binders. He's like the first like binder, and Mint Keeper were there as well. They were the first binder companies I've worked with, and they've always come to my events. But he sold out within 2 hours of just his like binders. So he always does well in Scotland there because people kind of that was their first binder they actually got was his binder, and then Now, when they go to the Scotland show at the end of this month, they'll see his stall and remember 3 years ago he was in Glasgow, so he's kind of like a regular as well now.
Again, so people like I said, like P Commando, Third Down, Showdex,
Yeah,
like they were such like a mainstay and such a massive supportive proponent
yeah,
of the UK hobby. It's so good to see them still do
yeah.
well in the business as well. And obviously
They
Third
did
Down now
great.
too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, Third Down shops are crazy.
I'm so glad like everyone has been growing together, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
You know, if the Scotland Car Show grows, it means these businesses can grow, and then it means I can grow, and it just means like let's just say like as the event grows, like say sponsorship prices go up, but then it means they get more money at the event. So then once they get more money, then it means I can ask for more money, and then they get more money from a bigger event. So it helps everyone, doesn't it?
oh, of course, good. Hey,
Yeah.
money makes the world go round. But I think, like I said, if you wanna, what is it you're saying? If you wanna go, alone, if you wanna go fast, go alone. If you wanna go far, go together. And that's a big thing
Oh
there. And
yeah,
like I said, when you work together, it just take the
yeah,
sky's the limit. You just work well together. And again, it's people that support you from day one. You know, it's
yeah.
been good to see
And
them
it's
grow
similar.
alongside
So
you.
if for people that don't know, like I'm doing a London event at Olympia, and that's on November 22nd, and it's basically bringing the same vibes of the Scotland show, and we're bringing it to central London. And it's these guys that support me from day one are literally supporting me in London as well. And I'm really thankful for that. And I think it's going to be a really cool vibes, great lineup. All your best vendors are going to be there. So it's going to be really cool.
Yeah. What
You
made
put
you
them
take
there.
the jump to London?
Yeah, sorry, I've jumped to London.
Yeah, but no, that's fine. Yeah. What made you take that jump to London?
Oh, literally. So uh, it was kind of like, I know this might sound stupid because there is events in London, but there was technically a gap there, if that makes sense. You know, when we look at the data from like the Scottish events, London's our third biggest city in terms of attendees on like where they're from. So it just made sense. Like I went to go view like 5 different venues in London. I kind of like put the feel out there to some businesses to be like, look, if I go do an event in Central, will you kind of support it? And we make it really big and awesome. And they were all really keen. And we found Olympia. Right now, it's got loads of scaffolding on it. But when I went to go view the venue, it was like perfect. It was huge. And I was like, yeah, this is it. And it's got so much room to grow as well. Like, we're actually, funny enough, in the small hall, but it is a big hall. And like you've got a bigger hall beside it, and then you can join the two halls together. So
Wow.
yeah, it just made sense in terms of Caledonia events as a business. I wanted to keep Scotland that annual event, but I also wanted the business to grow in a way of like going beyond Scotland uh, for that kind of growth. And yeah, London, from what the data said, just made sense. So we just went for it, and I'm so glad we did. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will be because I think they know the sort of the environment you're going to put people in. You know, very very good, calm, safe environment. So you want to love it no matter what. And I think they'll support you down in London. Like I said, the third amount of people come from London. It's obviously shows that they buy
Yeah.
into yourself, as your business as well. So which is good to know.
Yeah.
When you,
And
when,
it's like, London's got what, even including like the outer London, like 10 plus million people,
yeah.
you know, if, like if 10,000 people come to your event, you're only scratching the surface. But, we're aiming for like proper collectors and hobby kind of hobbyists. Is that what you call them nowadays? Hobbyists?
It is now. Not seeing the new hats everyone's wearing, the
I
hobbyist
have.
hats.
Oh no, no, wait. I saw Ben's post, okay? And it's funny because I'm so like out of touch with that kind of side of it, but I have seen all that stuff and I didn't know it was such like a cliche, if that makes sense. So I find it really funny.
Yep, it's
Because it had your haircut, didn't it? It had your haircut, did it not?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna say that it didn't for his sake, because if it did, I might have to teach him a few things.
But
Yeah,
I've seen all this stuff there, and I think it was like hilarious. So yeah, the hobbyist hat.
yeah.
I've just ordered Scotland card show hats, so maybe that'll be the new one.
Maybe because you know the hobbyist hat comes from an American card flipper YouTuber called King of Cards, and he was
Oh,
basically at
does it?
London.
Oh,
Yeah, so he was
oh,
at London the other week, and basically everyone was obviously wanting to you know bow down
oh.
to him, and of
Was he selling hats?
course he was. I think he sold more hats,
Oh,
made more money in hats than he did on cards. I think.
oh, good on him. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So
Oh,
I think Third Down are now stocking him as well. There's a plug there. I don't. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So he's coming over here. King of Cards. He should change his name to King of Hats.
that's
Got a whole
amazing.
got a whole
He's
UK
literally.
wearing hobbyist. Yeah, hobbyist
Oh,
hats.
see, that just shows like these like influencers and like businesses come to the UK. You'll make a mark because there's like third down stocking hobbyist hats.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
amazing.
I would say it's fair play to Third Down for jumping onto that little. He saw the gap in the market.
Yeah.
And said, "Listen, hey, listen, he's selling, I think he sold something like 250 hats on the yeah, and you know, it's
Wow.
30. I think they're £35, £30 a piece. So he cashed in on the hats.
I wonder if he knew they were going to be that popular. Like, like that must have been like because he would have had to take in all them over.
Well, I'm wondering if there was something on prior before that where he'd obviously shits him across and he's like, "Listen, Third Down, you
Oh
stock
yeah,
these. I'll
yeah,
you bring some down for me. I'll sell them at the show, sort of thing." Because
yeah.
also, they're trying to.
Hey man, your microphone stopped working.
Yeah, I
Oh,
press
there we
mute.
go.
I have a mute button at the top, and it's very, very sensitive. I need to turn it off. So yeah, I think once you put out that you're going to a show across continents,
Yeah.
people start messing around. Oh, you're gonna, and all of a sudden, you can gauge up an interest of right. I can take some hoodies, I can take some caps, sort of thing, and that was that. There's one thing that I noticed that Card Collector 2 didn't do. If he had a stall and sold some of his stuff, he could have raked it in. Because again, everyone just loves them sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
that like the guy that sold those hats, that's such a smart idea. And I actually was just thinking, hobbyist. That's so simple, but such a good idea, isn't it?
It
Like
applies to any hobby as well. It doesn't
it
just mean your
applies
card
to
collecting.
anything. And it's I seen the design, and it does just kind of look like kind of a baseball cap, doesn't it? Just the
Yeah,
way
it's
it.
a
Yeah.
simple snapback, simple italics. Right,
I'll
that's
give
it.
him a message and be like, send me some free hats to give away in Scotland. I'll do that. Nah, I feel bad because I don't actually know who he is. So
If it makes you any better, I'd never seen a piece of content until everyone was on the proverbial knees, and I was like, "Why is everyone on the knees for this guy? What's going on here?"
yeah, that's like I remember there was the whole. To be fair, we're going back in time with your podcast today, but when the Fanatics shop opened, people were getting mad about like influencers being there and stuff. And I've literally just done like a whole kind of research paper on like influencer marketing and stuff. And I'm like, people can get annoyed probably because, you know, they were like, oh, like collectors weren't going to the shop and all that stuff. But I'm like, but I think fanatics were just wanting eyes on the shop, weren't they?
Oh yeah,
Like,
100%.
and they were paying these people to shoot all this content, so that's probably why you're getting content down your throat. But
Yeah,
uh, things like this hobbyist guy going to like the London show and stuff, like that's brought so many eyes to it without even people realizing. Like people will be walking around like, oh, I've got this hat, and they're like, oh, I got this event from this guy. Like all goes down from that. So
oh yeah. Like
yeah,
if I didn't see everyone wearing these freaking hobbyist hats, I wouldn't have gone searching for like what's going on here, what's going on here, to find out why everyone's got these hobby hats. I was like, what is going on here? Who's selling these hobby hats? Why are they wearing hobby hats? Everyone's wearing hobby hats. Every post over that weekend was just someone else with a hat on, someone else with a hat on. I was like, what is going on? And it looked into it and I'm like, wow, Jesus
and
Christ.
it's just a young guy, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's
He's
younger.
literally just like me and you, just like building a wee business, and it's just grown massively.
Yeah, he's obviously not as like good looking as me right now, but he's like us, but he's not, as
I
good looking.
think is he just balding and he's just like covering it up and just gone, this is a really cool hat. That's what I'm
Probably.
doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I started wearing caps now, so I started doing that as well. Yeah.
No, literally, people at the card show at the end of this month, I'll be wearing my Scotland card show hats. I'm gonna try and make them look cool, but it's just to hide my baldness.
Hide the receding. Once you have curls, it just hides the hairline. It helps so
Well,
much.
that's why, like, it's. I'm not even gonna pull it back. You don't
Yeah,
want to see
I'm
that.
not. I'm not either. Yeah, the forehead's already big. That's like a 5 head at the moment. It's crazy. Yeah.
But now,
Everyone else has dreams. I have like widescreen movies, and this my boy. I go to sleep. Yeah, it's a big forehead, big brains. I always say. But yeah, I will say as well. You know, maybe some merch will come soon. That's what I'm saying. Maybe some merch will come soon.
oh, dude, you totally could have been the hobbyist hat guy in the UK.
Obvious hat guy.
You totally could have been. You could have like, because that's such a simple name. From 3 years ago, if you were the hat guy with the hobbyist, and like, because making a name like that, oh, I would have bought some from you.
I've got copyright issues with my name. That's a problem.
I wonder, he probably isn't even copyrighted hobbyist. I bet you could just do something like that.
Yeah, I don't think you could copyright the word.
Nah, you can just copyright a name like that. Probably just copyright maybe the design.
Yeah, unless he has a business called Hobbyist, then that's the only protection you could have possibly. But with it just being a word, you could put that on a shirt and you can't do too much. Maybe you'd have to do it with a type of like writing to type if it was italics and sort of this or the other. But other than that, yeah, he's fine. He's fine. But yeah, he's done well for himself anyway, and he's fair play to him.
Yeah, no, that's impressive. I'll need to have a look at all these people. I need to get better at collaborating with influencers and stuff because, especially doing this event in London, it does make it is quite good marketing, but sometimes they're just expensive, aren't they? So
yeah, I heard about some people's prices they want. I think, like you said before, they're like saying like, you know, Fanatics will pay all these influencers, and they were paying it quite. I don't say they were smart, but they were very educated way they did it. You know, they got people who were into sort of football, so it was like people who did skills, people who were into shirts, people who did like the shorts, you know, that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
and that's why they're there because they're going to sort of grow their audience into cards. Oh, I didn't know cards. And then you've got, like I said, this King of Cards. I don't want to say he's a micro influencer or a macro influence because obviously he's got his own stuff in cards. He's at card show, exactly. But like I said, he brought his hats down, which is such a small thing, and it's now gone. Everyone in UK is wearing them. Everyone's trying to find out. I bet he's got so many more subscribers, which in turn helps his money from YouTube and monetization, so his more money. So it would have helped nonstop just from something like that. And it's something you'll see nonstop now. It shows.
He'll have to come again though. He'll have to come to the UK again because you'll see how popular he is then, and he'll bring even more hats, maybe different colors for us all.
Yep. So this is the thing now. He has one different color on his own Insta, but not on his own website. He's only ever done one color. So he's teasing you. He's making you want something you can never have.
What? I'm gonna message him and say, look, let's bring a tartan brand of the hobbyist hat. But yeah, it'll be good. So next time you'll see me, I'll be in my hobbyist hat with my card case and what was the other stuff with my hair?
Yeah, you need a fade.
That mullet? It was kind of a mullet, yeah, skin fade or whatever.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the other stuff on it, but I just thought it was hilarious. And I kind of want Ben to like dress up as that going to Glasgow. I'd love to take a photo of him of like that classic.
We can make it happen. No doubt he's got a Zion case and he's probably got a hobbyist hat.
Yeah, he probably did just make it being like, I do all that stuff anyway.
Yeah, I think he did say in a post after, I'm not shooting anyone. I actually own a hobbyist hat. And I was like, yeah, shock horror.
Yeah.
I don't think he can do a mullet though. His hairline's not great. His hair's not great. Yeah, he couldn't do that. I mean, last week I got the MN hairstyle. At the moment. He's got the blonde. He's gone blonde. Yeah, he's gone some shady style.
Actually, yeah, I like speak to Ben, but I never like facing him. So I actually haven't seen his face in a while.
You're not missing much.
I'll see him at the end of the month. I'll miss them.
You will.
All right.
You'll definitely hear him. You'll definitely hear him.
It'll be him and BP Cards are together. I put them together, so.
Oh, that's trouble. That's trouble. That is trouble. Yeah, I'd have kept them far. That is straight into trouble. But let's get some questions. I mean, this is good. But I love these sort of chats when we just have good vibes like this. Let's just mix up a little bit some questions.
Yeah, go for it.
It seems as we've gone stuff. So let's go with let's start nice and easy. Money's no object. What's your dream card? People will love to know
See,
this.
do I go just most expensive I would like to have, or just something I would love, like for me?
Yeah, because when I say money's no object, I don't want you to sort of price stuff out. But what's going to mean the most to you? What's the card that you think, no matter what, if they were all the same price, what's the one card you go for? There we go. So we're all the same price. Every card has the same price.
I think, like, yeah, I'm gonna mix the two, and I would love to have. And this sounds so. Again, I'm just gonna sound like a classic hobbyist hat guy. Okay, is like a one of one Messi auto card.
Oh, so
Just because
any set particular?
ideally it'd be him in an Argentina top when he won the World Cup.
Okay, so World
So I
Cup.
would love it was like a card with a patch of like his shirt from the World Cup, auto, one of one. And of course that's going to be worth a lot of money, but I just think Messi will just like be that player from like forever. And I think it'd be great to have a part of that kind of like history of football. And
Yeah,
that does sound very. I'll put that in my Zion case quite proudly. So,
and you'll turn your hobbyist hat to the back and
and I
walk
will
away.
turn that around, and I will bring out my GoPro and be like, "What up, guys? Vendor POV with that one card on my table." I'll be proud of that. So,
I mean, it's fair. I don't know that card exists, especially the patch from the final, for instance, in Argentina. But if you could make a card, that would be one hell of a card to make,
yeah,
right?
that
Easy.
I think that you probably couldn't put a price on something like that, especially like our tops still kind of like on and off with on card and stickers and stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
I take it like that would be more. I guess World Cup stuff's Prism still. Is that like a Panini?
Yeah, so I mean, again, you're making this up there, so you could have it as
Yeah.
top. You have it as Panini if you wanted to. You can have it your own. I think if you prefer Prism as a designer, you might prefer maybe like a Chrome Sapphire. Maybe I don't know. You might whatever you prefer as a designer. You're making this up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah.
yeah. I want it thick. I want it thick that PSA can't even grade it.
Yeah. Like thicker than like the
I
old boot
want,
ones.
I want it
They get the
stuck
boot
at
in there.
PSA for 4 years, and they turn around and say, "I can't even grade it." I'm like, "Whoa, it's that good." That's what I
So
want.
good. It blinded all our graders with the amazingness of this card,
Yeah.
this jersey,
So,
this auto.
what would yours be? What would yours be if money was no object?
I think in a weird way, I would love. I think I always used to say it used to be like the flawless one of one, Mahomes rookie, da da da. But like I said, I think if I could create a card, then it'd be probably not too dissimilar to I like flawless. You know, it's nice. So yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Again, I think it's his most expensive card as well. But yeah, I think that would be the one that'd go right. I could probably quit. These other cards I'd love just as much, but wouldn't make me quit. Like had that card, I'd be like, yeah, I'd probably quit now. Like I can't
Yeah.
top this. Yeah, I can't top this, can I? So
What's the point in collecting football when you've completed football? So
yeah, I just like right, I can quit now. I'm happy that I own this. But yeah, definitely other cards where I'd like this would be just as good, but I'd definitely still have that like hunt and desire to go for more.
yeah, see, I'm if it was like I've never seen it before, and I don't know why, but it's a Rajon Rondo when he played for Boston Celtics back in like I think 2006 maybe or
Yeah, say
2008 or
2007,
something.
8. Yeah.
Uh, honestly, I've never seen a card of him from that era, but I would love to just have one. I've never seen it, so I'm always on the lookout for them in cartridges. I need to go to the States. I was gonna go to the National this year, but
Oh,
it was just looking too expensive. But I need to go to like maybe one of the smaller ones than that and go find a Rondo card and then just leave.
I mean, on the plus side, you could just go to like Boston, go to a little card show there. You probably get it.
Yeah,
Is it good price?
I
Then go to
do.
New
Like
York. You know.
I need to start going to like America to like events where it's not actually just the national because I don't know what it is, but when I priced it all up, it was just looking so expensive.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I've talked about it numerous times. My personal advice, to people, is you don't really need to go national. I don't think the modern day, especially UK collectors, and I also say investors, need to be flying to Chicago for the national. I just think
yeah,
the money you put into it is going to be hard to make back for the majority of people.
yeah,
We're talking thousands of pounds,
yeah.
and
And
I know people don't have thousands of pounds to
nah,
spend on that. So it's like you spend 1,000 just to get there. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's
and
expensive,
it's
dude.
also like time as well. Like you're giving up quite a lot of time. So
The
it's
show,
like,
the full week, and it's a full week of shows. It's full
yeah,
every day,
it's
early
like,
morning, late nights. Trust me, it's a slog. It's the
I
hardcore and
I
dedicated.
am going to Card Madness in Dusseldorf
Ah,
in July. So that's the weekend after my event. So I think I'll pick up a lot of stuff there. I've got a table there because I always feel like when I have a table in like a European event, I've ended at like Dublin and stuff. I always make a little bit more money back that just kind of pays the trip itself. So I can
yeah,
just like it's almost like
justify
a
everyone.
holiday, but also it's like paid for just by vending at the event. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you bringing back your beer pong?
I did that in Dublin, and it went so well that it sold out within 2 hours, and I actually was just knackered, and I just stopped.
Check
But
you.
it was insane, and I think a couple of people were like, "This is such a good idea. Can I steal this?" I'm like, "Guys, yeah, let's all just like actually get some beer and do this." But
Can I steal this? Say, there we go. So you're the beer pong guy. Got
I
some beer
right
pong
now, yeah,
merch,
and the
custom
guys that
branded
got
red cups.
yeah, literally, they're the same red cups from like they're probably minging actually. But the guys at Soccer Cards United, they always put me in a table for like enough space to be for people to throw. But then in Germany, last time they didn't give me enough space, and it was a disaster.
Oh no.
People wanted to do it, but it was just not enough space. So I actually do need to like start making a proper thing of it. I think at events,
Oh yeah, for sure.
it is good fun. No,
It is. It's something you don't expect it. Isn't it? I always say that about shows. Like it's always nice to have that little something you don't really expect. You go,
yeah,
ah,
I think who was it? I think it was Retro Raffles. One time I had like a full-on
oh
roulette,
yeah, the roulette. Yeah.
and I'm like, guys, we're just gambling like straight up now.
Like I do not have
Like
a gambling license for this.
he wasn't gambling because like you were guaranteed a prize, like legit, like you pay £5
Yeah.
and you get a pack. But I'm like, people love it because we just love that. We love the gamble.
Oh, of course. We love to win big, right? You know, we love to put little in and get big results. It's like, oh, £5, I could max and get this whole box. It's really like 175. Let's do this. And you end up getting a pack. You're like, need you go
Pack you
again?
didn't even want.
I'm telling you, it's addicts. Addicts we are, I tell you. Degenerates, some might say.
I guess I don't know if you ever follow like the Pokemon stuff that goes on, but there's a guy I follow on Instagram. I can't remember his name. It's like I want to say Rattle Pokemon. I don't know if you've heard of him,
Rings a
but he
bell.
he literally every day he's posting. Even like it's about the states and stuff, but it's every day he's posting about like the latest kind of whatnot scam and all that
Yes,
stuff.
Robert. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're the worst right now.
But also with the best. With the best.
Yeah,
Yeah. This the whole like whatnot. Obviously, for now, it's like the whole stuff that's going on there. With now you can't watch stuff back, and then you can't do this, and
yeah. It's funny. Like, um, I used to enjoy whatnot quite like very casually. Like I would go on and like support maybe like Jamie if he was streaming, or even sometimes I jumped in some of yours. Like I'm talking like 2 years ago or something.
yeah.
But
What Dreamcast UK, the early days.
yeah, and like people like spend so much on there and get like nothing back.
Serious.
And and obviously you can't really fix that, but I think sometimes was it remember whatnot introduced like Klarna Paying 3, and I was like, oh no. I don't know. I don't know if they still do it.
Yeah,
But
that was
introducing stuff like that, I was like, oh no.
yeah, that was a bad move. I mean, a lot of people kicked off about
I mean, they
that.
kicked up, but they were probably using it at the same time.
I hate that fact I can use this because it's
And they're like,
so
yes,
good.
it's basically free now.
I can more breaks. That's what it means. More breaks. This is amazing.
And then you
Yeah.
got eBay Live are coming up now. I think they like did official launch at the MCM Comic Con. So that's exciting. I think it'll be good to see them do some stuff. I think they'll have some eBay Live stuff at the London event. I'm doing it in November. And then Whatnot will be there in Glasgow doing stuff at the end of this month. So there should be some live breaking going on in all
Yeah.
the events, which will be good fun.
I have a eBay US account, so I've had eBay Live for quite a while now. And
Oh, have you used it?
yeah, it's good. It's good, and it
Is it just
gets
basically the same?
yeah. It, it's kind of different because I've never been on like a Whatnot or Fanatics where it's had thousands of people watching it.
Yeah,
And I know I'm looking through some of the streams. There's a guy to like 1,147 people watching the stuff. It's like Jesus Christ! It's like it goes to show how many eyes are on the products on eBay.
yeah,
That's why it'll win because the amount of eyes on that platform, it's
yeah.
crazy. You know, I always advocate for eBay. If anyone knows listened to a podcast in the past, eBay is where I make my most money. I always sell on eBay. Always, always, always. Because where the eyes are, it's just the way it is. So many eyes. It's ridiculous.
To be fair, people are absolutely smashing it on TikTok Shop as well just now.
Yeah, TikTok's taking off. TikTok's taking off
Yeah.
a lot. We'll see
Actually,
what happens.
I emailed them to kind of just do some live breaks at one of the events, but they didn't really get back to me.
They're
But
common theme here, isn't they? A lot of people use. I bet that's listen. Don't matter.
yeah, they do live breaks, and then me and you will do TikTok dances on the side.
Yeah, we'd do it. And what's your one like weird, strange theories? Like, oh, it's and it's like cuts off halfway through, so you're on the cliff. It's like, what is the theory then? What's the end of this? Is there a shadow man in my house? Like, I hate them ones. Just scroll past. It's all like a shadow man or a freaking Bigfoot was spotted. I'm like, was it? Show me.
My favorite thing is I've watched full on movies on TikTok before.
What?
Like you've never been on TikTok and it's like part one of a movie and you just end up watching part two, part three, part four.
No.
I'll like watch a whole movie one time and I'm just like, or,
Yeah. Just yeah. Wow. I could never. Oh,
but
just
there's some Scottish like breakers that do all the Scottish football cards. They're all on TikTok Shop and they're just absolute smashing it. And then I'll jump on it being like, oh hey guys, ready for the card show? And then everyone's like, whoa, what's that? I'm like, yeah, free promo.
I love it. Marketing genius right there. Jumping all the breakers at smashing it and go, oh, gosh, I beat that, don't forget. Save some money. Save some money.
I'll go on my personal account and be like, oh, what's that? And I'll just like try to pick it up. Went last year, it was amazing.
I heard about this. It's amazing. I saw all the videos. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll jump on. I heard about that guy at Packer guys got some good videos. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
See, we need to get better at this. We need to
Yeah,
get
we
better
do.
at social media.
Yeah, because that
It's
Packer
just
guy, he's on it sells them hats. It says the hobbyist. That hits him. Yeah, the card hobbyist. That's what he says.
oh
Card
my
hobbyist.
gosh, the
Card hobbyist.
hobbyist.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
card hobbyist, eh? Or number one hobbyist.
right, guys.
Sue me now, I tell you. Sue me
Whoever's
now.
listening, give us your best hobbyist names for the next hat.
Yeah.
Unless this guy's copyrighted like everything, but I would assume he's not. So you snooze, you lose, man.
He's lost. He's lost.
He's lost.
You're already lost, buddy. I'm onto this now. Your measly hats. I'm gonna have a big cowboy hat. That one's gonna be a big cowboy hat. You can say on it.
Nah, I'm getting a Federo hat. Let's be honest.
Ooh. Well, the Barcelona show is up like next week, right? So kind of fitting a little bit. I know it's more Mexican
I
style, but
don't
yeah.
think we're allowed to go to that.
No.
No, they don't want tourists, remember?
I thought they'd died down a little bit now. Now they've sort of changed the laws.
I think it's more. Is it Barcelona? Yeah, I think
Barcelona. Yeah, it was Barcelona at first.
is it not like all the kind of
Spain,
ripped abroad kind of islands and stuff, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it was. The problem with Barcelona was obviously people couldn't live there basically because everyone was buying like
Yeah.
Airbnbs. Yeah. So that was one of the big issues. But now they changed all that. But yeah, there was a whole like spraying with water guns. I know there was actually someone actually after being tabled the other day. They can't go anymore.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I know I was a bit short notice because I think it starts is it Thursday or Friday? I think it's like 2 days away now. But yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
it would have been nice. I love Barcelona. I've been there, worked there, lived there. So I know it very well. So it would be nice to go back and go to a car show there. But
You should go to Germany. Have you been to a German show yet?
I've not. I was supposed to go to the Frankfurt one
Oh
in
yeah, because I
November.
ended up going and
Like, you got my ticket, didn't you?
no, I had a table.
No, you had my ticket to the show, didn't you? The event thing. Did you not get my ticket?
Oh, the Sports Illustrated one.
Yeah,
That was awful.
I know. That's what Dante. He's like, yeah, this is bad. I was like,
We ended up just going to Irish pubs.
with,
Yeah,
with
we
Dan
just
Keane, it makes sense.
yeah,
With
and then
Dan
we
Keane, it makes
walked
sense.
down the kind of dodgy areas. Just it was good fun actually. It was good. It was good. We had I think it was Jordan from MGC was there with us as well.
Yes. Yeah. So maybe it was Jordan from GC who got my ticket. I know Dante just give it. He said he gave it to Jordan. So it was two of you. I
Yeah,
don't know who got it. But yeah, I supposed to go to that one. So I think he took that ticket. I don't know who took my ticket to the show. I can't remember. But yeah, I didn't go.
but Cart Madness is awesome. Like it's huge. Like and they're growing really fast as well. So I think I think like because of Brexit, it's
Oh
made it
yeah.
so hard to like build good relationships with European companies. But whereas obviously in Germany and all that, and like even in Dublin and stuff, but like their events are so good because it just allows everyone to come with ease.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I think, well, I know you're gonna ask, but like if Fanatics Fest was to come to Europe.
Oh, what a question that would be.
If they were, it would probably be Germany. It would just make sense. Like it would make sense because it means it just allows more countries to participate, wouldn't it? Because as soon
Yeah.
as you do it in like London, it just means like it's so hard for European countries to come along, and it just wouldn't really be a kind of European event, would it? It would just be kind of a UK event.
Yeah, I think so. The PSA have opened up in, is it Germany? They've opened their little
Yeah,
resource
and
centre, right?
Becca's been there for a good few years as well.
Yeah, but I think the plus side to it possibly being in the UK, a potential Fanatics Fest, would be the fact that they've opened up the store in London. You know, the flagship store is in London, not
Yeah,
Munich.
yeah,
So, or Berlin,
yeah.
I should say.
And I guess
So,
yeah, if the shop does really well, and they do see kind of it making money, because I can't imagine how much money they've put into that. Then they will probably look to do an event. But with events already kind of being in the UK, I would just assume they would just I don't know what they would do. Just buy the London Card Show or something, and just kind of take over that.
well, they want to compete with the national, don't they? That's the whole thing. Compete national, but be bigger
Yeah,
and
that's
better.
true.
So,
Yeah,
I think it's obviously it's a lot. It's, I know London's going to go to 3 days from
yeah,
next. Oh, so is it 3 days? It's already 3 days, isn't it? It's already 2 days. So yeah, they well, Fanatics have got the pull to bring athletes. So I think that's where they could hit the nail on
yeah,
the head because they'll
yeah.
go off season probably. So they'll probably be the sort of June, July-ish time when football season's over. So bring them sort of stars. I mean, they brought Lewis Hamilton around, to be fair, didn't he? And their open day of Fnatic store, and that's
I
like
don't know if
beginning
they
of the
do that
season.
again. It seemed like a shambles, didn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, if that's what they can do when he's in the middle of
Yeah,
race season, like
yeah,
I don't think they care, do they? Like everyone else is like, oh, it's difficult to to get people to come. Fanatics won't have that issue with getting people to come. It'll be in the contract, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna have these stars come in.
yeah.
They'll fly over old legends. They don't care. I mean, look at Fanatics Fest in New York in like 2 weeks' time. It is.
How many people go to that roughly? Do you know?
The one in New York.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
because
I'm gonna.
I think is the
Yeah.
national about 100 or 150,000 people or something.
Yeah, so like I don't think it's consistent. That makes sense. I think it's like 100 and something thousand is sold. So some people only do like 3 days. Some people only do
Right.
2 days. But yeah, just that makes it gets sold for the full like 5 day.
Yeah.
I think Fanatics Fest was like way off that. I think it was like close to half.
Right.
But the problem with Fanatics Fest is they didn't have like tables. There wasn't
It wasn't
thousands
like a
of tables.
yeah. It wasn't like
It was
yeah
more of a
trader
meet and
aisles
greet.
and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more of a meet and greet sort of thing. I don't know if you've been to New York, but the place it is a really nice place, like Javits Center. It's like close to like everything. So good. Good location. New York. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful
like
stuff.
um, yeah. As soon as you like did an event in London, like let's say they did an event and you had like Lewis Hamilton doing meet and greets, like Jack Grealish taking selfies with everyone. You've got like uh, who else? I don't know. Yeah, you get like American. They've got a lot of like American wrestlers. They even have like KSI and stuff going to it.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
know, they
anyone
got
does,
like
anyone's got a
K-
top product. So you got
yeah, like
Simon could be
KSI.
there.
Yeah, like if you
Yeah.
just had the Simon on stage, like doing their stuff, like yeah, you'd get like over like 100,000 people or something at the XL in London.
Oh yeah.
So I guess yeah, if they want to compete with the national, I think they kind of did just kind of go for it, didn't they? That first event,
Yeah.
they just were like, let's just put so much money into it and just see what comes back. And I think yeah, if they nail the kind of collector's side of it, of that kind of you go into a hall and it's just trader tables, and then even like the big expo stands of like eBay and like whatnot and all that stuff, and then you have the meet and greets on top of that, then yeah, that'd be huge. But
Yeah.
then I did just see the National put a post up there saying they've got over 150 like athletes for signings and stuff.
Yeah, I think Giannis is a big one this year. It's his first
Yeah,
time in Antetokounmpo.
and I
Antetokounmpo.
think people love that. Like people are quite like loyal to the National, aren't they? So
Yeah, I think it's always gonna. Well, I don't know if it's always, but for the moment, it's that sort of like holy grail in it for people that collect. I'll
yeah,
go to national. Go to national.
like even like people in Scotland know the National. Like
Yeah,
we
but
only just got internet like last year, so
still got a blockbuster on you. Still out there renting videos every weekend.
I mean I'm doing this on dial up, so
Oh, it's a wind up. Put someone's behind it, going, "Come on, Jordan, hurry up."
but yeah, we know what the National is. So I
Yeah, I
did
think.
actually. It's funny. I messaged one of the organizers from Fanatics Fest, and I just messaged them being like, "Oh, like just trying to like be a wee smart ass, kind of like, oh, great event, and uh, you know, I do events, but like smaller. Do you think you'd ever like want to come and do an event in Europe or the UK?" And the guy just basically said, "We would love to do international, but I think we're just trying to nail the US first. It's like not even on their minds." So uh,
Yeah,
I think, but like you said, with like PSA, Fanatics, and like Beckett all doing stuff in Europe and the UK, I think yeah, it's. And I remember having this discussion with you and other people maybe like a good few years ago. It does just feel like we are kind of always that like 5 years behind kind of thing, if that makes sense.
yeah,
We're still like that. So yeah, and because they're growing so much, and then we're growing, but we're just not catching up at all, and we don't need to. And I think if you go to an event like in Germany and stuff, you'll see like it's such like I don't know how to explain it. Basically, if you go to Germany, they're like some tables have millions worth of cards,
oh yeah,
and then you go to like Scotland and you've got like not that much, and then you go to London and you might be lucky to have something like that. So, and then if you go to like Denmark, there's like people there with like serious Pokemon collections and stuff. So we we uh we just are kind of that bit behind. So I don't know if Fanatics Fest is even in their interest to do it in Europe if we're just not kind of there yet, are we?
No, I think what you said then probably hit the nail on the head because they don't get they cancelled two in America already. They cancelled Florida and Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
So for them, it's probably a bit back to the drawing board, try and
yeah,
get it because when you try and compete at national and you're doing less than half their numbers, you're probably thinking, well, we've put a lot more in than the national do because obviously the money
yeah,
that went. I said they had a wrestling ring up, right? They do. It's definitely the closest you're going to get from a collector point of view to an athlete. Like the stuff they'll do where you said you can do the ring entrances, you can, there's races going on. I
yeah,
think they have a football tournament going on there and all sorts of stuff. So I think it's great what they're doing, but I think there's definitely, like I said, tweaks to be made. I think hopefully they'll get it right by the end of 2026 sort of area, and they can go right. This is our model. This is how we do it. Now we can sort of roll it out worldwide because
yeah,
I think maybe Asia will be next, like China area, maybe.
yeah. I mean, the hobby's
Yeah,
huge over there.
exactly.
Even in,
Lots of money over there. Lots of money over there. PSA are over there already as well.
I've got a card hobby coming to Scotland, and they'll
Oh,
have like a big booth and stuff. and they were in Glasgow with like a little stall last year, and they loved it, so they want to come back. I think, but yeah, they have so much money as well. They like because they take it so seriously, but they just like don't even think about it. I've never seen anyone like haggle as well on like their videos and stuff as well. They
Yeah,
always just
definitely.
go. They always just go like 200,000. They're like, yeah, here you go. I'm like, damn, crazy.
I need to introduce them to market movers, and then make
What's
sure they get the
that?
best. I need to introduce them to market movers so they get the best deals. So here's my discount code. And here's a free hat. It says number one hobbyist.
I need to get you one of them.
No, no, I told you.
I need a. You know what? I am. I'm gonna like as a joke, without you knowing it. Maybe for your 40th birthday, I'm just gonna send you in the post just a hobbyist hat. I'll bring a wee smile to you.
It's all right. Just wait like 2 weeks time. You know, well, just over 2 weeks time or 3 weeks time. It's third down might bring some up with them. So I
I was
might have
gonna
to.
say, I wonder if anyone in Glasgow will have one.
They will do it in the weekend.
It'll just be Ben. Yeah, they will at the end of the weekend.
Yeah.
I need a
So
message guy. Whoever I need this influencer. I'm gonna be like send a photo being like, hey, just in Glasgow, Scotland, and I'm just gonna send a bunch of his hats. Like, why are you in Glasgow?
why are you in Glasgow? Honestly, I think all the third down lads had one as well. They all bought one. They've all got one. So they'll probably wear them behind the tables. Yeah, honestly, it's taking over. This simple cap is taking over.
That's awesome. I wish
Yeah.
I did something like that. I think that'd be really cool. If you just like something so simple.
Yeah. I did t-shirts and hoodies. I never did a cap because I don't really wear caps. So I did t-shirts and hoodies a couple of years ago. That was it. Look at me now.
Surely there's like you could just do like what's a good hoodie? See, I don't really wear hoodies these days either.
Oh, I do, as you can see.
Well, I just like what do you do? Tattoos, hobbyist.
I have no tattoos. I'll leave that to you. I've got no tattoos. I'm ink free.
Hmm.
But yeah, you should. Yeah, you should. Maybe you should do that. Maybe we should do. Maybe it's your beer pong challenge at the weekend. And if I win, you got to get the hobbyist tattooed. On your head. Just get the hobbyist. That's it. Just
One
hobbyist.
game of beer pong. And what if you lose? What do you get?
I don't lose. Not
That
remember the
would be
basketball
amazing.
game. Not remember the basketball game.
Ah,
Hey, let's go.
I think literally the last time I was on this podcast was just that. No, was it just after that event? But we were talking about it then.
Yeah.
And honestly, I played like 40 games this season, and I thought I played pretty good. And then you've reminded me of that, and it's just brought me right back down to here, and I feel like crap.
Just remember, you can play 100 games and you never play anyone as good as me.
I wish. Why did we not record it? Well, I guess it was like absolute soaking as well, but
Yeah. Yeah.
we were
I
literally
didn't want
splashing it in puddles.
to. God, yeah. I told you, light skinned Jesus, baby. Call me Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Just
Nah,
anywhere in that court, I can shoot it.
we need to
Got a
record it
roll.
next time, 100%. I'm annoyed I'm not in Glasgow the weekend of the card show because then we could have actually gone to the outdoor court.
See, he's bottled it already.
I'll be in Glasgow, so you and Jamie can go play.
The best thing was Jamie started taking up boxing, didn't he? Oh, get myself fit again, do some boxing. You joke, man. You were like,
I don't know how long he did that, but I think he did it for a wee bit. But I think he actually injured his foot, so he's actually been doing nothing really. I think
he just turned up. I don't think he did anything. He just turned up, took pictures at the gym. Oh, back at the gym. Come on. Let's not lie to people. Let's not lie.
I mean, that's what I would do. So
put one glove on. He was there. Oh yeah, boxing. Oh, look at me. Come on. Let's not play around.
I know. Well, when are we going to do the hobby boxing fights, charity fights?
I thought that was going to come years ago. I thought it was going to come a long time ago. Never happened. I'm gutted. I think I know one person that did one. LGL Clex, or LG. Yeah, I think it's Clex now. He did one. I know that Dan Sports Coach UK, like El Toro went, but yeah, it wasn't. We need like a little bit of a rivalry. We need someone to like Maybe we should do it with breakers. Like let's get like 2 breakers
Yeah,
going.
like, and then the winner, like,
Is a king
the
breaker.
other has to like quit breaking or something.
Yeah, or they can't break the product on like release date. They got to do it the day
uh,
after.
oh,
Yeah.
that would be they'd be like, no.
Oh, exactly. Put something on the line. Put something on the line. Yeah, that'd be good. Ooh, because let's face it, we had a charity football match now.
That was
That
so
show.
much fun. I'm so annoyed you weren't there.
Were you there?
I was playing.
You played in Yorkshire.
I scored the first goal.
That's how bad
I
it was.
I,
That's how Jesus. That's why I couldn't play.
I scored a
Yeah.
goal in the first 2 minutes.
Jesus.
And then I got the assist for the second one and we won 2-1. Whatever. Well,
Yeah, I thought it was a penalty. I thought it was penalties.
nah, they just did penalties for fun at the end.
Okay.
But it was absolute boiling that day as well. Oof, but fair play to Adam because that was like a big thing to organize and it was so much fun. I
Sick.
wish he would do it again, but I think he said somebody else should do it next time because he obviously invested money into putting it all together and stuff. So
Yeah, but it's for charity. You should put your hand in your pockets for charity. Can't say everyone else to do it. You can't say, "Oh, everyone putting a charity game on." You all put your hands in. You got to put
hey,
your hand
well,
in your pocket.
Jamie's doing one in Edinburgh.
He is, yeah, for his cousin.
You'll probably just miss it, won't you?
Yes, probably. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm so annoyed because I'm in Germany and I booked Germany way before he announced it because I would have loved to have gone and I would have played and scored all the goals and stuff. But yeah, he's doing it for his. Did he say his cousin?
Yeah, I
Cousin?
believe it's his cousin.
Yeah,
Yes.
and raising money for that. And he's doing a wee card show in the kind of football building and stuff. So
Yeah.
if people are in the Central Belt, Scotland or Northern England, want to go up, go give it a go. Give it a go.
Yeah, man, I definitely recommend that. Even if you're not like close to Scotland, like go to day up there. What a day that would be! Like to play in a charity match for starters,
Yeah,
raising money for a good cause, and then going to a little card show afterwards.
sounds like
Yeah,
a great day to me.
yeah.
Yeah,
And also, put a nice little tackle on Jamie. Boom,
I don't know.
He
I'd
does,
bounce off him. He's solid.
he's got a sore toe. Just just kick him in his foot. That's it. He'll be
Oh
out all
yeah,
game.
I hope it's fine for that. Because nah, to be fair, I messaged him the other day. I think he said it's fully healed now. But yeah, that'll be good fun. His granddad in goals.
Number one bouncer, his granddad. Number one bouncer. I tell you, he ain't on the list. He's not coming in. Number one security guard. What a legend he was. But yeah, that'd be a good event. That'd look a little event.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'm so glad I'm missing it. But yeah, I hope he does something like that in the future. I can make. But yeah, we need to have more. Like I did a trade night and it was really good fun of just like everyone getting together. So I feel like we need to do more events outside card shows or like
Yeah.
on top of card shows where it's more social. I know they're already social, but like an activity, like doing the
Yeah.
football or like going to a football game together or yeah, going out for like, or we could do like it's like a snooker tournament or something.
Jesus, that'll take forever. My highest break's about 36. Jesus.
But that would be so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been to CardCon?
I haven't, but like I literally had it all booked to go to the last one. So, but they had the racing simulator, didn't they?
Yeah, but it's a massive. It's one of the biggest venues
Yeah,
I've been to. Air hangar, right? So the first one didn't use like maybe a tenth of it.
yeah,
And I was looking down at the rest of their hangar. It's obviously pitch black. I was thinking, Jesus, like, do you know what you think? Like they could have done so much. It's like
yeah.
you said then about a snooker tournament. Yes, you could get you highlight, but I was thinking like darts is massive. Get a little darts board, little
Yeah.
darts section, darts tournament. Boom. Here you can have a little, like a basketball hoop. Have a 3-throw tournament. Winner wins. A hobby box.
I actually nearly had like the professional basketball team come from Glasgow and set up like a half court and do like just like chuck balls about, but like with the pros and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that will be next year. But yeah, stuff like that would be so much fun. Yeah.
You say you spoke to the pros? You speak to them?
I mean, I spoke
You didn't
to them,
message me.
yeah, because
Yeah,
I
you
actually,
didn't message me. That's all I'm saying.
all right, I was gonna say I actually did used to play with one of them when we were 16, so I just kind of know a guy. So
Kind of know a guy.
yeah, so
Yeah, kind of got an in. Kind of. You taught
I
him
mean,
everything he knows, right?
I was gonna say a pro in Glasgow though. I mean, we're pretty good.
You,
Now
you took everything you knows, eh? You took everything you knows.
but yeah, CardCon looked awesome. They do have quite a lot of like interactive stuff there, so uh, their events look really good fun. I do enjoy going to other events and just kind of seeing how other people do it as well. So I think there was a I don't know if you've seen it's like the UK Board Game Expo or something. That was in Birmingham, just there,
Okay.
and their setup was amazing. And honestly, something I really look to become one day. But they had like 75,000 plus people just turn up and playing games all day. You know, like almost like kind of Dungeons and Dragons, but you also had like trading card games and kind of
Yeah.
just like indie board games and stuff. Oh, it looked good fun. Yeah, yeah. So their crowds are just growing even more as well. So other parts of the hobbyists, we're all hobbyists at the end of the day.
Yeah, look at him getting them plugs in, isn't he? The
this
hobbies.
guy needs to start giving us commission on this because we're promoting it like
Serious. Oh, I'm gonna have to DM after this. Say, listen, check out Pod 102 with Jordan.
Now,
Watch
honestly, if there is
commission.
hats in Glasgow, I'm sending him a photo being like, look, your hat's hitting Glasgow, Scotland.
Make sure you come next year, and then make sure you come to the London show in November.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Like, I think if he did well at the London coach, I may as well get him for that London one. But you'll probably just be like, I can't come to London all the time. But
You say, of course, you can't keep signing hats. You'll pay for the freaking visit, I
yeah,
tell you. 250 hats he sold.
if he turned to me being like, hey, but you need to pay my flights and stuff, I'm like, look, send me some hats. I'll sell them. It'll pay for your flights.
Serious.
That's
Like,
it.
yeah. If they were selling for 30, 35 pounds a hat and he sold 250, that's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? Think about how much money he's made. Ridiculous.
Honestly, I'm there being like, oh, I don't know if this is too much of that. He's like 35 quid, and everyone's like, yep, 100%.
Pretty much just please, sir. Please, yeah, man. Have you any more colorways? Do you have hoodies? Do you have t-shirts, please? Oh,
I need to watch some of his stuff. I wonder what he's like. I wonder if he's like, is he kind of like, oh, I'm like an entrepreneur. I'm just really cool, or is he like, yeah, it's just a hat, whatever. Take it for free. No, £35.
Yeah, no. I think his bio says like owner, CEO, MD, cleaner. Yeah, but it's a bit of joking saying like cleaner as well. Yeah, but it's one of them. It
Okay.
seems quite wholesome. I think he's like that American sort of like,
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
like Bible basher, but it's sort of like
To be fair, he could be anything. If he still has like 35 quid in London and he's from the States, he's doing it right, and that's amazing. he's he's a genius. I'd be if he wrote a book, I'd read it to find out how he did that.
Everyone else bought cars to a car show. He bought hats. Look who the real winner is, eh?
Yeah, and he brought hats and made the most money. So
imagine. It's just
all right.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah. Imagine. Maybe that's what I should do at Scotland in 2 weeks' time. I'm gonna try and find a turnaround company now that can do some clothes, quick turnaround, and get some hats made. Bring it to Scotland. That's it. Just everyone's bringing table of cards. There's range of hats.
I mean, yeah, I actually asked the guys from Crep City to come set up some like shoes and sneakers and stuff. But I think they've got an event somewhere else.
Manchester.
Cool. Yeah.
Manchester is, but not till August though. Is it August? Oh no. Maybe it's sooner.
Oh yeah, because they're doing card events now as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually from Glasgow, those guys, and they can do like tabletop trade shows like in their sleep. Yeah, they've been doing that quite a while, and they literally they turned up and were like, yeah, we're doing a trading card event. Everyone's like, sweet, let's all go. Easy as that.
Sweet, it's all good. I went to Crep City like 2018 maybe in Manchester. Yeah, good little show. Yeah, good little show.
I mean, it'll probably have grown a lot by 2018.
Well, again, it was kind of like the height of trainers as well. So like there was a bit, big hype of trainers them days, big money in them. But it was over 2 floors, maybe 3. Music and a bar, like it was like chill day out. Like, it was chill. It was nice.
I think they do a card event in Box Park, London, It's like a big food court and stuff. Did you go?
No.
No, it's like a big like food court, but it's very like they have a DJ and it's just like a cool vibe. I think like you can drink and like yeah, it's just kind of like
Yeah.
kind of what's like it's kind of like a bit yeah vibey and edgy kind of.
Edgy, yeah, a bit
What's the word? It's what's
hipster,
like
bit hipster. Bit,
hipster. I guess yeah, it's kind of hipster.
yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
cool. Like it's
Let's
like a
face it, all the drinks are all IPAs, they're all like Camden Ale and that sort of stuff. It's never
yeah.
not
I
proper
love that.
pints.
That's what I'm all about. I literally Carla gets on at me and I'm going up to the bar being like, "What's your nicest local pilsner, please?" Carla's like, "Oh." I'm like, "Fine, geese 2 tenants then." So,
Tenants. Gears of 210 cents, Jesus. Not getting your neck oil, no, not you, but neck oil. Aye, there's one for you. Aye.
there you go.
But yeah, they said the one in Manchester is Bowlers. It's called Bowlers, big place like that. So there'll probably be similar DJ bar. I think there's a bar there, quite a big bar to be fair. So yeah, fair play to them. You know, I've not been. I think Dan, was it Dan or JJJ? When they came on the pod, they did say that the issue is if you're a content creator, because of the music, it's obviously very difficult because
Yeah,
copyright issues. Yeah, copyright issues, right? So
yeah.
that's another downside if from that side of it. But at the end of the day, the argument there is car shows aren't made for content creators. So
There you go. You should make a hat of that. That's quite
yeah,
good.
yeah. This hat's not made for content creators. It'll say.
Yeah, that is good. I like that.
God, I created content. All I got was this hat. Jesus. There we go. We're in it, boys. We're in. We're quitting. We're quitting. You know what? I love how I have like a structure to how the pod can go, so we can inform people, and we just come on and just have a laugh. I think that's just like
Yeah.
just shows like the type of person you are. Like it's just always good vibes. It's so nice to get on with, and yeah, it's just
No,
another reason why not to go. You know, why did you go to the shows? If it's Scotland or London, I got 2 shows on for you
and
to go to.
one thing I take very seriously is my playlist for the setup of the event, and that has been going on for 3 months now. Every song is calculated for the certain time of day. So I know
Oh,
like who's arriving at a certain time, what song they walk into, and what's playing.
look at
So
that! And can people subscribe to this playlist? It's on Spotify.
I
Where is it?
actually did.
It is. There we go.
There we go.
Let's
And
go.
I was gonna make like an open playlist, like add your favorite songs, but I'm like, nah, I'm
Oh, that's
calculating
dangerous.
this
Yeah, that's dangerous.
strategically.
Let's go. Jump on Spotify. Follow the playlist.
Caledonia mentioned Spotify. Get
There
on
we
there.
go.
It's
Yeah,
even got Glasgow 2022 playlists on there when you were there.
right. I'm gonna have to listen to him. I'm gonna have to get it on. Get it on.
Like good Calvin Harris and stuff on there.
Calvin Harris. Yeah. The good old days. The good
But
old days.
yeah. Right. Well, I guess all we can say is we'll all see you at the show then.
You will. I mean, again, so many questions I didn't ask you, so that means you got to come back on again. It really does.
Hey, we should do it after the show and just see if it went really bad or really good. Will I be crying? Will I be happy? Who knows?
See, I think I should do a live one.
Oh yes, let's do it.
At the end of the show.
Oh no, I could
You're
be
drunk. Exactly. That
this
could be a
goes
fun
well,
one.
yeah.
That could be a good one.
I think doing like a live podcast at the show would be really cool. So yeah, definitely just get your equipment out and
Whoa.
during the breakdown, I'm like lifting tables. You're like, Jordan, how are you? I'm like, oh, I'm all right.
Yeah, I'll do it in 3 stages. At the beginning when you're still setting up, midday when you're in around, and then at the end.
That sounds good. I'm excited for that.
Stages of Jordan.
I'll literally, yeah, sounds good.
But no, it's been a pleasure. I said so much stuff for me to even get through. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure as always.
Yeah.
And I don't need to even wish you success for future shows because I know the hard work and the dedication you put in to make this such a great, safe environment for everyone to come to and enjoy themselves. So, make sure you're there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to your hat making skills to come hit social media. I'm actually literally after this, I'm gonna go search this guy.
Do you remember his name?
I was actually just gonna search hobbyist, but we'll see. Oh no, you did tell me it was a King of Cards.
Yeah, I think the cards is with K as well. I think it's like King of Cards, KOK. I'm pretty sure.
This guy is on something because that's a really cool name as well. Actually,
It's all right.
I think that's quite a cool name.
Yeah.
Sorry, my rabbit is eating the wall. Maverick, hey, Maverick. Maverick. Hey. All right.
That's Pat by Rabbit as well.
That's my rabbit. All right.
But yeah.
Let's do it. We'll see you in 3 weeks, everyone. Wait, when does this get uploaded?
Monday. So
Monday.
3 day, 4 days time.
It will be 3 weeks on Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, 20 just under. Yeah, it's just under.
3 weeks on Monday.
Yeah.
We'll see you there, guys. Tickets are not available. Bye. They're not actually. They're sold out. So.
Sold out. Sold out ages ago. How many shows you hear about that sell out so far in advance? You know what I mean? That's because the demand
it's kind of
there.
sad though. Too many emails being like, "Oh, I didn't get tickets." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
You know, so tell people
you do warn people. You're always like, make sure you get them because there's only so much capacity you can have. So, I'm sorry, guys. There's a few giveaways out there. Get entering.
Fingers crossed for you guys, but it's what happens when you snooze, you lose. The demand is
tickets, there. One hobbyist hat sounds like a good giveaway to do. I'll message the guy. Maybe we can do a giveaway together.
There we go. Special tartan edition hobbyist hat, and that's it. We're gone.
I'd buy that.
I bet you would. I bet you would.
£60, 60, £75.
Wow. The price just keeps going up.
To be fair, yeah. Sounds collectibles. One of one.
One of one.
If it's one of one, I'd go like over 1,000. But yeah.
Signed as well. Get it signed.
Signed by King of Cards.
Signed by the hobbyist himself.
Oh, was he signing hats actually?
I think he did.
That's awesome.
I don't know if people paid for that. I don't know if it was free of charge. I don't know.
But this guy will make you pay. That's amazing. He'd be like 35 for the hat. Oh, you want to sign? Oh, sweet. That's 100. And then people are like, sweet. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, very much. And he said, do you want an inscription where I can say to my friend? And he goes, yeah, please. That's another 100. Okay, thanks. And he says, to my friend, King of Cards. He's like, oh, amazing.
Nah, Nipper, all jokes aside, I actually am like very impressed with what that guy's done.
I am. Marketing genius.
Yeah, literally.
Like I said, other people from the US have come over to our shows before and never brought stuff like this.
Yeah, because remember that Ryan, card collector too.
Yep.
Has he not got hats?
He's got loads of hats, merch. He got all sorts, hoodies. He's got backpacks, so much stuff.
He should have brought all that over.
Didn't bring a thing, apart from cards.
Wrong thing to bring to a card show, dude.
Exactly. So it's already there. It's called a card show for a reason. It has cards. Like, duh.
We want your hat.
Yeah, we want your merch. So we want your merch. We're fans. We want your merch. Yeah, crazy. The hype was real.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on, man.
No, again, thank you for your time. And yeah, we'll see you in by the time it airs, 19 days. The pressure is on. Take care, everyone. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Bye.